providing legal protection and peace of mind for less than $1 a day. Legal Shield can help with traffic tickets, texting and driving, DUIs, court appearances, estate planning, and even contracts given to you that you just don't understand. Plus a whole lot more. Call Legal Shield right now at 213-245-1305. That's 213-245-1305. Again, 213-245-1305. Or visit them online at nocourt.us. Good! Hey, everybody. Happy Boxing Day.
Yes.
You know what Boxing Day is, right?
Yeah.
It's the English version of the day after Christmas, right? I was there for Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Right? I'm giving a boo for a happy day. I'm giving a boo in advance.
Wait, it's got to be Happy Something Day.
Yeah, Happy Something Day. We picked Boxing Day today, and we have we're getting through the toilet bowl season. I'm very happy. We're almost through the toilet bowl season. Today, we had something that hasn't happened in a long, long time during bowl season. A bowl game was canceled.
It's never happened.
It has happened.
Because of weather? Not because of weather.
Not because of weather, but there has been one bowl game that was postponed, and you're going to be in shock at what game it was. But yes, it's the first bowl game that's ever been canceled due to weather. And it was the first responder bowl at the original Cotton Bowl down in Dallas, Texas.
Down in Dallas.
I guess there was some terrible storms that came through downtown Dallas.
Yeah, so they had some lightning. Come
Lightning
on.
strikes for 3 hours.
Grow some parts
game.
and play the damn game.
Steve Adazio, the coach of the Boston College, said, "I've never seen this before." Of course he's never seen it before, because
It's never happened.
The last time a bowl game was canceled was in 1941 in Hawaii. It was the University of Hawaii versus San Jose because of Pearl Harbor.
Right.
It was December 7, 1940 when they had to cancel the bowl game because Pearl Harbor was bombed. That's the last time a bowl game was
It's a long
canceled.
time ago.
Yeah, so
Right.
I don't think Steve is that old. Right?
Right.
No, he's not that old. I mean, come on. He would have been 97 years old or something like that.
You never know, man. You never know.
No, he's not that old. He's Italians, they age well. We're lucky.
Well, I think fine wine, wine ages well. I don't know
Yeah.
about the people.
Italianos age pretty well,
Yeah,
too.
I don't know about the people, though.
Well, my father's 82. My mom's turning 80, and my God, they'll fight you to the end. I mean, they'll dig in and they'll go at it with you right to the very
But
end.
that's
all
in the
day
blood.
long.
Of course they're going to do
It's
that.
in the blood, right?
It's like in the blood, like this amazing suit that I'm wearing.
Oh, my God. Listen, I show up today. Sal's in his office, and this is the usual now. I get here a little bit before 8 o'clock. Sal's in his office. The office is completely dark. He's sitting in front of his computer screen, and he's watching either the Three Stooges or Rodney Dangerfield or famous hockey brawls. These are this is what Sal loves. And so I see in the dark, it just the computer screen's on him, and all of a sudden I see his clothes are flashing like they're lit. I'm like, what the heck? What is he doing? So I open up the door, and I say, Sal, we got an issue. We had some computer issue here. Temporarily, we fixed it. Sal, we got an issue. And I want to talk to him about the issue, but I can't get past his outfit. This is an amazing outfit you got on here.
Yes.
I love it.
How about a big round of applause?
Oh, my God. Double. I love it.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Lisa.
It's been a big hit everywhere I've been.
No, Lisa's getting this gong of approval is for Lisa.
Why do we got this gong of approval?
Because this is a very important thing. When
So
you get
that's
the gong of
your
approval,
New Year's resolution is to get rid of this gong of approval.
No.
And
It's
turn
not
it into the Gong Show gong.
No, the gong of approval is a staple of the show. It stays right in. When you get a gong of approval, that means you're doing
Yeah,
something
and so
great.
is when I hit you in the head with a stapler.
No, listen.
There's a staple of the show right there.
I just gave your girl a gong of approval for picking out this wonderful suit you have. Basically, you're a walking Christmas tree with a Christmas tree tie, blazer, matching pants, and you're lit up and you're flashing as you walk down the street.
But I blew a fuse on my right side. The whole right side's not working.
It doesn't take much for you to blow a fuse.
I know.
All you gotta do is
Right.
look at you sideways.
And I can't find the bulb that's burnt out either. I think that's what it is.
You were going to say you couldn't find the ball. Okay,
people
good. have
have that problem trying to find the burnt out bulb on their Christmas tree.
Well, that was an old school
Yeah, but I got an old school lighted coat on. It's the same damn thing.
That's the greatest
I don't know.
thing
I got a blown fuse somewhere.
Okay, Sal, this is the outfit of the year. I'm very happy that you wore this today. That's all.
And by the way, Boxing Day is when the rich give the rich box up their leftover foods, of course, to give to the poor.
And that's in England.
Yeah. How about a big round of applause for loyal listener Lisa? And all those people watching on Facebook Live, thanks for watching us as well, and thanks for commenting on this glorious suit.
You're in for a special treat today.
How about the hat? What do you think about the hat?
Well, the hat makes it. It looks like a Dr. Seuss type hat, but the hat makes the outfit. It just puts it over the top.
You know what stinks? Now, we don't have any more Christmas music on our local radio station because they played it from Thanksgiving all the way until Christmas at midnight.
Yeah, I'd like to see them take it through New Year's because it's still the Christmas season.
Well, I'd like to really see it taken all the way through Little Christmas as well. The Three Wise Men, it's Little Christmas, Three Kings, the whole thing.
Listen, you're losing me there. What's Little Christmas now?
Dude, Google it.
Okay, I don't have time to Google here.
Three Kings, come on, man.
Wait, first of all, when you tell me, like when my head's in the computer
and
I'm looking
he's Italian.
I don't have time to Google. Yeah, but what is Little Christmas?
Really?
Yeah, really.
Just type it in and Google it.
No, I'm not Googling.
My Christmas tree stays up every year until
Little
that
Christmas?
day. Yes, until it's over with. This guy. Hey. We'll talk in between on break.
Oh, goodness.
Mercy.
Very good, very good. Hey, listen, I want to talk about a couple of sports-related items today, right? Can we talk about Black Monday? Because I'm a little insulted by this Black Monday. You know what Black Monday is, right?
Sure.
It's the Monday after the week 17.
The coaches.
Where they fire all the coaches.
Firings, yeah.
Listen, this year, I don't think Black Monday is going to fight. Because have you seen the coaches that are getting
fired?
fired?
They're going to have an early sale on this. It's going to happen before that.
Well,
the doorbusters, right? There's going to be doorbusters on all stadiums.
They already
started
started by
firing everywhere.
They already started by firing Hugh Jackson with the Cleveland Browns, right? African-American coach. Okay, so now they're going to fire Vance Joseph's getting fired for sure. Steve Wilkes from the Cardinals getting fired. Todd Bowles, Marvin Lewis. All the black coaches are getting fired. They can't call this Black Monday. This is not good. This is bad. The NFL's got to change this. I mean, there's 4 African-American coaches that are getting fired on Monday.
But do you believe it's because of that, or is it just because of it's an event that happens every year?
It's a coincidence, but no, it's coincidental.
You're going into territory we shouldn't be going.
It's coincidental, but I mean, let's face it. Vance Joseph got 2 seasons. Steve Wilkes got 1 season. They do give some of these guys a much shorter time frame to succeed. Although Marvin Lewis is the opposite. He got 16 seasons, basically 16 losing seasons at Cincinnati. But
it's amazing that he lasted for half of that time.
Well, he did,
and he's had some good teams too.
He was in the playoffs 6 times.
He's had a lot of offense, and his teams have self-destructed.
So yeah, oh my goodness, did they ever? 6 times in the playoffs. But Steve Wilkes getting 1 season with Arizona. I mean, what is that? I mean, is he a bad coach? He had Josh Rosen. He had.
Rosen's a terrible pick in the first place. I can't imagine why
he would have that.
That guy's a terrible pick. Yeah. I can't imagine why you'd want him on your team anyway.
So the guy terrible. The guy gets the job, coaches the Cardinals for 1 year, and they determine from that 1 season of coaching Josh Rosen and an 82-year-old Larry Fitzgerald and a decimated defense that lost a lot of their players. They look at his body of work in 1 season and go, "Oh, he's not good enough." So where'd you come up with that?
Why don't they just call it Hacksaw Monday?
Hacksaw Monday. Well, I mean,
why not?
What does that mean? Getting hacked?
Everyone's getting they're getting the hatchet.
Well, why don't they call it Axe Monday then? Why hacksaw?
Maybe why not?
Hatchet Monday.
Well, if it's hacksaw, that means it's going to be a little bit more painful when they hack through somebody.
I don't like it. I don't like the name Black Monday. I don't like these coaches just all getting fired.
Well, why don't we just call it National Firing Day?
That's better. National Firing Day, and then we could.
And it was sponsored by Duraflame. You're the logs, the burning logs, right? Everyone's getting burnt. They're getting fired. Why not? I think that's a great one. What do you think?
It works for me. Duraflame on National Firing Day.
Right. Hey, Duraflame, you owe us money.
Why not sponsored by the NRA?
No, because they're not getting a firing squad.
Hey.
No, if they were getting the firing squad, I'm okay with that.
Just a salute, though. The 10-gun salute. That kind of firing. That, just in the air.
When the joke is done, we're probably supposed to walk away from the joke. You're a comedian. You know this.
No, you tag the heck out of a joke. Actually,
yeah,
no, you just keep tagging it.
But that's how jokers work. But don't you just kick the horse until the horse has no more movement?
Actually, no. In a writer's room, a joke is tagged to oblivion. You just keep tagging it and tagging it and tagging it, and then you just keep weeding through and picking it out. So no, you don't just go with one Duraflame. You keep tagging it.
Well, so
actually.
then throw more logs on the fire.
Yeah,
Keep with
okay.
the same Duraflame instead of trying to build another organization.
So this Black Monday's not working for me. There are some white coaches that are getting fired. Derek Cutter's probably not going to make it at Tampa Bay. Jay Gruden's probably going to get the axe. Ron Rivera may well get the axe or that, what do you call it, the hacksaw in Carolina. What are they going to call it, Mexican Tuesday when he gets fired?
I don't know.
It's terrible. And
That's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday when Ron Rivera gets fired. And Doug Marone's going to get fired too with
Why are we going down this path?
Jacksonville, just hang with me. Doug
All right.
Marone's getting fired. What are they going to call that? He's Italian. What do they call that? I don't like Black Monday. I think they got to get rid of that name. It's a terrible name. And this year it's going to be magnified with all these African-American coaches getting fired. I hate it. And I don't think these coaches should be getting fired. I think Vance Joseph and Steve Wilkes should get more time to coach their teams.
That would be great if you were an owner, but you're not an owner. You're not paying the bill. Maybe they have their own reasons for doing it, right? That makes the most sense to me.
Say something more obvious. Of course.
Well, of course it's obvious. It's the white elephants in the room. Look, it's a schmitzicle.
It's
just the schmitzicle knows too.
Of course, you're not an owner. Of course, but what I'm saying is they are not getting a fair enough
look
chance.
Look at the veins coming out of your neck.
It's ridiculous.
You're getting Hulkamania
They're
out of your neck.
They're not getting a fair enough chance. That's all I'm saying. You got to give these coaches more than 1 year to coach a bad team. Now, in retrospect, this guy Wilkes in Arizona probably shouldn't have taken a job. If he's thinking back, he's like, geez, I should have just stayed as a defensive coordinator at Carolina and not taken this job. I should have waited for a better opportunity.
Okay, but
right?
He didn't, and he took the money. He took the job for experience, and at least he got the job for experience, and so he'll get another shot somewhere.
Yeah, he will. I mean, they do get.
But you got NFL experience. You're going to get a shot, especially if you're one of the newer guys. Hey, maybe you were in the wrong system. You didn't even have time to put your own system in place.
Yeah. And how do you put a system in place with a rookie quarterback that basically can't move?
Right. But remember, wasn't there 10 guys that were less than him? Isn't that what Rosen said? Some stupid statement. He was the best guy, and there were 10 guys ahead of him that shouldn't have been picked. Rosen, what an idiot. Another big mouth from UCLA. And that's why they're on the toilet. That's exactly where they belong.
Wait, is UCLA famous for throwing big mouths in the NFL?
It doesn't matter. He's a big mouth from UCLA. He should have never opened his mouth.
I agree.
And you know what? Sam Darnold did the right thing, and Sam did not open his mouth. He's a lunch pail guy. They're two very different quarterbacks.
It's always that case.
Right,
sure.
and that's the thing. So Sam Darnold's a grounded guy. He went to a bad team, and he made the best of it.
He's played well the last 3 weeks.
Right.
And he got him a win 2 weeks ago, and he had him a big lead this week when Green Bay came back and stole that game. And wait, while we're on it in the last minute and a half, how about Aaron Rodgers not sitting out the last two games of the year? He's got some minor injuries.
Paid to play.
And what did he say? I'm the leader of this team, and how am I going to face my teammates if I sit out 2 games?
That's right.
Because they act like they don't count. And what does he do? He throws for 400 yards. Right. He runs for 2 touchdowns. I mean, he had an amazing game.
Well, that's what he's paid to do, though.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if he ran for 10 touchdowns. He's paid to be out there and lead, so lead. That's it.
They asked him if you want to sit out, sit out. And he said, no, I ain't sitting out.
See, to
playing.
me, yeah, the fact is, if he would have sat out, then he would have been no better than those kids coming in from college that are sitting out games, whatever. And that's a bunch of BS as it stands.
It's a smart move. It's a smart move by a great quarterback. And also, they're attacking Rodgers' character this year. A lot of people are claiming that he worked behind the scenes. I don't believe that. No one really has any. They have no. Everyone just go, we think he did this, we think he said that. I don't believe any of that. And I'm glad that Rodgers, he's been consistent with his character. He's been a leader on this team for years. So, we're going to give a big round of applause for Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Tell you what, man, we're going to be out of here in just about, 20 seconds?
20 seconds.
So we'll figure it out on the other side. We don't really know what we're going to talk about yet. Why? Because that's what we do. Anyway, folks, we're going to be back here on Place Your... A few moments. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come. All right. No music. I know the audio or the video is a little bit pixelated on this.
Oh, audio what?
The video is a little pixelated, so I'm sure the audio feed's a little bit broken up too with some packet loss in it, which I'm not getting too complicated, but when I had it plugged in, it was like there was too much video, voice, and data going at once. That's how it works.
Okay.
Right. So sometimes when you're running too much of one thing, it's picking up too much. It's pulling energy in one spot, and it prioritizes video, voice, then data. I know. So Mike say it sounds choppy. I know. So unfortunately, sometimes that's how it works. So sorry, buddy.
I was texting only because it was Danny texting me saying, "Oh, sorry, I didn't have your number saved. Is this Tommy?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And he said, "I'm sorry, Tommy. I'll save your number. Is everything good?" I said, "Yeah, we're good." So that's the only reason why I was texting Danny.
Okay, all
I
right.
wasn't texting the kids or
That's
the
fine.
girls.
All right,
or
whatever,
something
man. Whatever.
like that. So American Business Trust Company and for the Bull season. And, okay, so you had Jacksonville, Miami under, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I also gave Jacksonville. Remember, I said Jacksonville was going to beat that. They were going to win that game because it was Florida.
Okay.
For the state of Florida, right? As the premier team in the state of Florida.
Yes.
You know, and I lost with a really bad decision game with the Troy and Memphis game.
You had Troy?
I had the other side of it.
And Memphis blew that game?
Memphis made so many bad choices late in the game. I couldn't believe it. It was embarrassing.
So did you put that game on the site?
Well, no, I didn't put it on the site, but as we
count?
well, I'll count it. It's okay. I'll count it because I talked about it, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean,
Okay.
so I win two.
About Memphis and
No, I
Troy.
did. I
Okay.
win two and I lose one. So I'm still 33 and 3. That's dumb. That's dumb. Who does that?
33. No, it's good. You got to lose sometime.
No, and it's okay. I'm okay with that. But no, because I was talking a lot about Memphis, and today, and we didn't even have a chance to talk about it. I was telling everybody and their brother yesterday and early today about Boston College. I thought Boston College was too big and strong for Boise State. Thought they were way too big and strong. I knew that there was not going to be an answer for that big bruising back on BC. I was on the field, man. I seen that kid live. He's 6 foot, 235 pounds.
What was
You
the
can't
score
stop
of that
him.
game before it was canceled?
It was 7-0, and then Boston College was driving again. It was
right.
the first quarter. There's no way Boise State did not have an answer for them.
Yeah.
No answer whatsoever.
They're
no,
not big enough, right?
No, and it was the same argument today with, and I didn't give this one
30
either.
seconds.
It was the same argument today with Minnesota. Minnesota outclassed. Who the hell were they playing?
Yeah, no, that was a surprise to me.
It wasn't a surprise to me because remember, who's Minnesota coached by? Remember the guy from Western Michigan?
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
They killed Georgia Tech 34-10.
Yeah, Georgia Tech was a terrible team all year. I don't even know how they ended up in a
5
bowl
seconds.
game.
That was the coach's last game, too.
Yeah. But they got that really good coach from, I think it was Western Michigan, from 2 years ago.
Minnesota's coached by the Western Michigan guy?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's
so
a
we're
good
gonna
one.
go into that.
Yeah, I just can't remember his name for the life of me.
We're going to go into that.
All right. Sound coming back on, guys. All right, where's the...
Welcome back to Place Your Bet, everybody. Tommy T and Sal the Bookmaker here with you. This segment is brought to you by the American Business Trust Company, helping your company with business strategy, sales and marketing, capital resources, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea, and the American Business
Trust Company can help the rest. Visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's ABTRUSTCO.com. Or call 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company. 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away. Yes! Okay, I just want to say that kicking off our second segment that my sidekick, my co-host, Sal the Bookmaker, is just a big overgrown kid, and we love it. Yes! Sal, you're just 24/7. You're a cartoon lover. You're a hockey brawl lover. Rodney Dangerfield, Three Stooges. You're just a kid at heart. Give us a background on Sal the Bookmaker. What makes you have the ability to go 33-3 in our first 7 weeks to place your bet?
Hey, I don't know nothing. I don't follow players. I don't care about players. I don't care where the games are played. All I can tell you is I follow the money. The money tells me where to pick. Who in the right mind, really, 33 wins against 3 losses in 7 weeks? I don't know anybody that does that. I mean, it's an anomaly, really. I mean, and for an anomaly, tell the Raider fans what that means.
And it's all documented.
Yeah,
it's all
it's highly unusual. It's the outlier on the regression table.
You go to placeyourbet.vegas. That's our website. You go to the bottom of our website, and we have our YouTube channel. You can go on our YouTube channel, and you can follow all of our podcasts.
Right.
We started this show on November 5th, and you'll see that Sal the Bookmaker is 33-3, And you lost. You were on a big winning streak. You lost your first game this week. You had Memphis over Troy, and Memphis, I think they were in the bag. There's something, that game was influenced, but you didn't have that game. But you had 2 winners. You had the under on Jacksonville, Miami, 17-7 final score.
Yep.
The over/under was 38, and you still were all over that game.
Wasn't it 36?
It might have dropped down.
I think it was 36 at the close.
And you had Jacksonville in addition. I don't know how the heck. Where did you come up with that? Jacksonville. I mean, come on.
Because it was the battle
they had
for
a soda machine at quarterback.
The battle for Florida. Listen, Jacksonville was how close to the Super Bowl last year? They're that good.
They were up.
They were there.
Quarter.
Right. They were there. They were right there. Exactly. So remember, Jacksonville's the best team in Florida. And don't think for a second that one bad season is going to make them play poorly in games against their Florida rivals. So you know damn well they were going to show up in that game, and I felt they were going to take that game. It was a great money line pick as well.
Unbelievable. I gave that pick to some of my friends. My friends, they're starting to call me now Sunday morning. Also, what they're doing is they're texting me 10 minutes before the game saying, who do you like for the late games? And I'm in like a Pilates class or a yoga class on Sunday. And I get out of the class and I text them back and I said, well, we had Jacksonville, Miami. They're like, why didn't you tell me that? I'm like, because I got stuff to do during the day. If you want picks, you got to hit me up in the morning.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
but no, you can't just say that you want picks. You're going to go to placeyourbet.vegas, buy one of those subscriptions. If you haven't been making money, you should have made 50 G's already with 33 wins against 3 losses. I don't want to hear your crap.
That's betting
from everybody. That's betting very conservative. You could add parlays, round robins. Even if you took those 3 as a round robin, you still would have made money with the 1 loss from Memphis.
Okay, here we go. Now, Sal was on BC today. In the First Responder Bowl, you like Boston College.
That was given
Boise.
away. That was given away yesterday to multiple people,
right?
And even early this morning before that game even went off. Because there's no answer for Boise State. They don't face a big bruising back like they got at Boston College, and they don't have a jumbo tight end that's 9'12" and 490 pounds.
And Sal went on record as saying the only way BC's losing this game is if a lightning storm strikes Dallas.
Right. That's
it.
It's
the only way BC didn't win that game.
Oh,
that's what happened.
Right. And by the way, so our one of our loyal watchers on Facebook Live, Angela Peterson, says, Colts versus Titans coming up. Who's winning?
Who do you like?
It's not who I like. It's who the money likes.
Angela Peterson likes the Titans.
Oh, isn't she's from Nashville? That's
Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh.
Country music singer Angela Peterson.
Hey, I've seen your videos,
Titans.
by the way. Great stuff. I don't do country music, but you got some talent, kid.
Very, very, very talented. And she's probably a Titans fan. Who do you like in that game? You like the Titans or do you like the Colts? I mean, I'm leaning.
I like the total in the game.
Over.
I'm not going to tell you over or under or whatever.
Okay.
No, why would I give it away here?
Don't give it away.
Go to placeyourbet.vegas.
Give it away now. Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
All right, go ahead.
Put it on.
I thought you were singing.
placeyourbet.vegas. Keep it there and let them buy the pick. We like that, right? So,
she's smart. She says, "I like the Saints." Thanks.
The Saints.
That's right. I mean, they're the best team in football. Period.
They are. No, hands down.
On both sides of the ball, there's
one team.
This is their year. Period.
They don't want Dallas though. They don't want to play Dallas again.
Oh, stop it.
They don't want them
They
again.
will crush Dallas.
The second time they play them?
They will smash them.
Well, there's no guarantee they're going to play them.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're not.
Even
not
if they do. I mean, look, the fact is Dallas is going to have to get by Seattle.
Yeah.
And Seattle's playing really good ball right now.
And Dallas can't play. They don't play well against Seattle. Even at home, they don't play well against Seattle. Yeah, so
no, they don't.
I see Seattle putting a stomp on Dallas. So then Seattle goes to New Orleans. They'll kill Seattle.
Could beat everybody anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
My prediction: Chicago and New Orleans in the NFC Championship game.
Right, and I went to. It's funny you mentioned that because I had my buddy Vito in the studio earlier.
Hey, Vito.
Yeah. So I had Vito and Joey Bag of Donuts in the studio earlier, and so Vito and I went to the Bears and Saints. It was about 10, 11 years ago, and it was the blizzard at Soldier Field, and the Bears end up winning. They beat Drew Brees at Soldier Field. I think they dropped 36 on him in that game. I was sitting in the south end zone. I went to Vito, and I went with my sister Annette, and then I went with my other buddy Dan. Great pictures, great time. But let me tell you something. Don't think that Drew Brees doesn't have that in the back of his head if it comes to a championship game at the Dome, because now it's in his stadium with those two teams. Watch and see if the Saints don't put a whooping on them.
So wait, you were at a blizzard at Soldier Field?
Yeah.
Gee, what a surprise.
Yeah. It was a January game in Chicago. What do you expect?
It was a playoff game?
It's my hometown.
It was a playoff game?
It was the NFC Championship game.
Oh, it was the game that led them to
the game against the Colts.
Rex Grossman kicked the ball across the field the whole play.
Yeah,
the whole
whatever,
Super Bowl,
whatever.
right?
It doesn't matter. It's the one when Devin Hester opened the game up with a touchdown run back on the kickoff.
That's always the kiss of death too. When you bet a team and and the team who opens up with a kick return for a touchdown, you think I got it, and they always end up losing. I always hated when the team I bet on returned the open kickoff for a touchdown. I hated that.
So there's enough.
Kiss of death.
That's like the kiss of death. You know what that reminds me of when the cocktail waitress comes around the dice table and that someone's got a hot hand, right? And there she comes, cocktails, boom, 7 out. It's the worst thing ever.
Well, a good pit boss will see her coming. A good pit boss will stop her from getting near that table.
Yeah, unless you're in a sweatshop.
This is what you mean.
If you're over at the Cold Coast, for example, here in town,
do they still sweat the money there?
Yeah, man.
I didn't know they sweat the money. We don't sweat the money on the strip.
Well, that's because you're with Caesars.
Yeah, they tell her. You're
with the big organization.
Yeah,
this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The Cold Coast over there. I mean, are you kidding me? They'll bring the cooler in to sit at the table. And they'll change a stick man 3 or 4 times if you're in the middle of a roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the routine, buddy.
No,
I hit the fire bet.
You invented the routine.
It took me an hour and 15 minutes to hit the fire bet over at the Rio.
Sorry.
Rio, you owe us money.
Listen. If it's gambling, Sal bet on the National Tiddlywink Championship one year. Sal knows
because he likes those. Yes. Big or small, we like them all.
Very good, Sal. Listen, so can we get to some bowl games here? And I know that you like some of these bowl games. You like. You're on some of these games, right?
Yeah, man.
The first responder game got canceled. You were on Minnesota over Georgia Tech. You liked that game today. Minnesota dominated Georgia Tech.
Right, but ask yourself why. The ACC is one conference, but Georgia Tech is not an offensive powerhouse at all.
Never have been.
No, but Minnesota has played very well in the last month of the regular season. And remember, because this game was not far from the last game in the regular season, they played very well for the last month. Okay. And that Minnesota team, remember, they have the coach that was with, I believe it was Western Michigan from a couple of years ago. He was brought in there, and he's got them playing, man. They are moving the ball. They always move the ball, but they got them playing a little defense, too. Watch out for that Minnesota team in years to come.
Next year, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're almost, like I said earlier, we're almost through the toilet bowl season.
Oh, what do you got to call it the toilet bowl? Hey, at least they're there.
The only 2 games that matter are coming up Saturday night, 1 o'clock. Pacific time. We got Notre Dame at Clemson. Now, Clemson's missing a couple players. Someone failed the drug test.
Should I put the mute button on the Facebook Live feed?
No, we want this. We want to talk about the big games, which are
I want to talk about some of the other games, too, though.
I know. You love the other games. Can we talk about the Belk Bowl, please?
What did you say, the Belch Bowl?
The Belk, whatever it's called. What is that, South Carolina, Virginia, the Belk Bowl? Give me a break. Or how about the Camping World Bowl?
Oh, how about the Music City Bowl that features Purdue and Auburn? Now, that's a very intriguing matchup for a lot of reasons.
No, that's a good game.
Auburn needs to have a big showing in this game.
But you're not calling it by its correct name. It's actually the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl.
Franklin, you owe us money, Franklin. No,
that's what it's called. They paid money for you to
I don't care. They didn't pay us money to do it. Never. So to me, it's the Music City Bowl. Okay. Those guys owe us money if they want us to call the name. But the fact is, Auburn needs a big showing, and Purdue needs to put their stamp on the season. Remember, they had the big win. They smashed Ohio State. So if they beat Auburn as well, not only have they had a good season, but the fact is they beat 2 highly qualified, quality opponents, and that's great news for Mr. Brome that's running the show.
I think another big game, and this is usually a good game, is the Alamo Bowl. And I'm not going to say who's sponsoring it, but just the Alamo Bowl.
Just please, let's do that.
Iowa State and Washington State looks like a very good game.
That's an intriguing matchup. I mean, you got a great defense in Iowa State against a
8-4.
high-powered offense.
Washington State's 10-2. Yeah, it's a very good game. 2 contrasting styles.
Right, but Iowa State is too much on the defensive side for Washington State. You got to remember, Washington State doesn't face anybody in the Pac-12 that has any kind of defense like that whatsoever.
No, except Washington, and they always struggle against Washington. Well, Washington plays a good defense.
So I would argue that Washington and Iowa State would be a great matchup, but I think Iowa State is a little better if they play better competition in the Big 12.
Okay, fair enough. So and then we got the Camping World Bowl, Syracuse and West Virginia. Can Syracuse keep up with West Virginia?
Yes, because West Virginia's quarterback is not playing.
Oh, Will Greer. These guys.
He's not playing.
Getting ready for the NFL draft.
Another loser that's going to go ahead and steal from his team.
Ditching his teammates.
Right. He's like, all right, to hell with the team. I'm going to go get my money. I'm going to go get paid. All that crap. Well, guess what? All he's doing is ripping his team off. And just for that reason, I hope they get smoked.
Listen, Sal does not approve, even though he's wearing a Dr. Seuss hat today. Let me tell you something. The guy
don't worry
knows
about
what
my
he's
hat.
talking about. It's great. What do you mean? Love it. He does not approve of this. Well, Syracuse has a senior quarterback, Eric Dungy, who's got a chance to get drafted. He's a very good quarterback also. He's playing in the game.
But he's a stand-up guy, and he's going to
playing.
play.
Yes,
And for that reason, I love orange. It's my favorite color. But at the same time, I'm going to root for the orange. Oh, yeah. I love orange candy, orange cake, orange everything.
Really?
Orange soda? Yeah. Orange juice?
Get out of it. Okay. This guy.
All right. Oh, and by the way, Angela says, I also like the Patriots. And what did I tell you was going to be the matchup in the Super Bowl? Well, actually, I didn't talk to you about this early in the season. Before the season started, I said it was going to be the two news, New England, New Orleans.
Okay.
Because, I mean, look, the TV would love it. The ratings would love it. You've got the alleged greatest quarterback of all time versus the greatest passer of all time.
Well, two of the top.
I mean,
three.
this is Brees' Super Bowl. It doesn't matter. But I'm jumping over to the NFL because Angela has said she likes the Patriots. Okay. I believe those two teams, somehow New England finds their way in there. Okay. I mean, it was by hook or crook. They're going to find their way in there. So, and if not, I hope the Chargers get in there.
The Saints will probably beat the Patriots the same way Eagles beat the Patriots last year because the Patriots don't have that defense anymore.
No, but remember, the Eagles got a 3-touchdown head start too, though. Yes. I mean, come on. I mean, that was home cooking. I mean, from their guys. Believe me, that they were given 21 points by the refs. I don't even want to hear that crap.
Okay. What? Pass interference, personal foul penalty, right?
Yeah. You know, phantom calls and like that. That was the biggest fix ever. I was up there. I got to tell you, man, that game was ugly.
The referees have been influenced a couple games that I've watched too. I mean, you know, in a third segment, we're going to switch over to the NBA, get into some basketball. But yeah, the referees are controlling some of the action right now, and you know, I want to keep my eye on that because now, like you, I'm on this influencing the games.
You used to tell me, "Oh, it never happens. Oh, it never happens."
Yeah, it was tough to come around. It was slow to come around, but you're on it all the time. And my big thing is I don't think that I don't think the players, I don't think the big money players can throw games. I just don't. I mean, how much money you're going to pay Drew Brees to throw a game? It's just not going to be enough, and you're going to catch him.
Okay, but all right. So the game against Minnesota wasn't Drew Brees. No, it was the phantom tackle. Remember the tackle that missed by like 10 feet?
Marcus Williams?
Yeah, that ridiculous, ridiculous tackle of sorts. That never happened.
So someone was peeling off some greenbacks to Marcus Williams?
No, that's wire transfer, and the money had to be reversed. Half down and then half on delivery.
First of all, that's easy to find. It's not hard to find wire transfer. You know this. It's not hard.
There are countries with tax trees.
You look around with a band of money in your pocket. That's why you know this.
Well, you know, look, there are countries with tax treaties where you can avoid the wire transfer infiltration.
Yeah. So they're going to some island off the Caribbean coast or something now? That's what they're doing?
No, because those countries all have a tax treaty with the U.S. You have to actually go to Gibraltar. You have to go from Gibraltar to Cyprus to the Isle of Man. That's how you actually do it. Another story for another time, ladies and gentlemen.
You're on the story already. Marcus Williams was not wire transferred money.
How did you
miss that tackle? I know.
I know.
He just made a terrible play and he missed that tackle.
He made a terrible play.
He was actually in between.
I wonder how many zeros that cost, or better yet, how many zeros he took in for that terrible play.
Okay, so, but someone had to win a big bet on that play.
Buddy, how much action goes on during the game?
Does he have a beeper?
Who carries a beeper? Do you carry a beeper? Do you carry a beeper? I don't know anybody
who has a beeper. Does he have a cell phone in his pocket? Or someone like, okay, throw it now. Okay, throw the game now. Come on. Is it back on the sideline?
I mean, no, folks.
I'm not doing power to the people here. I'm giving Sal the 30-second sign.
All right, folks. We're going to be back here in just a few minutes. On Place Your Bet. Lots more to come. Don't go anywhere. Sorry, kids. The audio messed up. Probably because when I move the camera back and forth, sometimes, like right now, it's not on and I'm not plugged in, so there's not another
wire transfer
input. Get out of here. There's not another input device in there. Hey. So Tommy got a really cool Christmas gift, and Tommy got. Hey, you can't say I never gave you nothing.
You've given me. This is not your first gift you've given me.
No, I know, but this is fun. Show everybody the. Show everybody. Check this out. Oh no, I know. Pull it out. Give them a close up.
$10 trillion.
You turn it over so people can read it. And hold it still. $10 trillion. Look at this. Here, give me this.
What, you're taking it back?
I'm going to give it back to you. Look at this. $10 trillion from the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. That's ridiculous. Why? Because that's
Where
what
did you have this?
Don't worry. Don't worry about where I had it.
You got it's real money too.
It's real. It is real money.
I know it is.
That's hilarious. That's from the National Bank.
Sal's giving me foreign currency.
Hey, you may need that for a wire transfer someday.
Yeah, because we're going to be in on the next fix. Okay, you got 30 seconds.
Hey, who's ever used $10 million?
Listen, let's make real.
Well, I know that. When you know the people, sorry about our audio. Here, I'm going to try something here. I'll be.
Am I the only one that called this?
Yeah. All right, go, folks. All right, come back. It's last one. Hold on.
Growing.
I know they're following us everywhere.
That Facebook Live thing is working.
I know.
It's working excellent. Sal.
No, it's working well.
I'm gonna give you your first gong of approval on Boxing Day.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, good stuff.
So, can you want to talk a little bit about how those Lakers dominated the Golden State Warriors yesterday on Christmas Day? Some pretty good Christmas Day action in the NBA.
You know, I think it's funny that you mentioned that because, I talked to my brother and he asked me, he goes, well, it was late Christmas Eve. And so my brother goes, what do you think about betting basketball on Christmas Day? I'm like, well, buddy, there's 5 games. There's 5 games, and guess what? There's 5 easy picks out there. So he goes, well, what are you talking about? I'm like, look, outside of one, I said I could see the dogs on teasers win every one of these. Every one. And believe me, it was painstakingly obvious. And he goes, what's your best pick? I mean, without even a hesitation, I said the Lakers.
Wow.
And the reason I said, look, LeBron is not going to get embarrassed on Christmas Day. No way, no how. No, it's going to be a game where he's going to dominate the game because he's the game's most visible player. He's allegedly the best player on the planet, right? So he's going to have a huge day. His team is going to win, period. I told my brother, I said, take the money line on this one and go ahead. And I told him specifically, I said, wheel that game with every other game you can get your hands on with parlays and round robins. I said, you got to wheel the Lakers with everything. And if you talk to him on your own.
What does wheel mean?
Well, you're basically betting it with everything else. Hey, Luther is on watching
The
you
Luth.
right now.
Oh, the Luth is a fan too now.
There you go.
Yeah, Luther's he's a betting man also. He has get some good picks. But now here's the thing. The Lakers, they beat Golden State once a year, even before LeBron got there. So every now and then they would get hot
But
against
on Christmas,
Golden State.
there's no way on Christmas Day.
They don't beat him on Christmas Day, yeah.
On Christmas Day, LeBron's not going to lose, and if he does, it's going to be a tight game. And that's why I told my brother, wheel the Lakers with everything.
Yeah, they dominated. I mean,
They crushed them.
They had a big lead. They lost some of the lead. LeBron got hurt, went out in the third quarter. It didn't even matter.
60-odd points in the first half.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Third quarter, they didn't
them.
do so well. They came back in the fourth. But the point is, you knew it was going to be a Lakers game. And that's why I specifically told him on Christmas Eve. He goes, are there any games tomorrow? I'm like, yeah. There's the Laker game, and there's this game and that game. I said, given the fact you've got the superstars in one game, 3 of the league's best players are in one game, it's going to be one of those games where the one with one guy, the bigger name, is going to end up on the W side with that. That's exactly what happened.
Well, we're going to be getting into some basketball action very soon here. I mean, we only have the playoff games come. We have like 4 or 5 weeks of playoffs in the NFL, and basketball is going to move to the forefront.
Well, basketball and hockey.
Yes, hockey and college basketball also.
Yep.
But so, and the Lakers are an interesting team because I've said all year long that the team that you see now on the court with the Lakers is not going to be the same team in 3 months. I do think they're going to be making some moves, getting some other names in there later in the year.
Well, they have to do that. My fear is that if they go and get the other names, that they're going to basically empty the team. They're going to empty the locker room with the talent they've got, and they're going to end up with 2 great players and nobody else.
A Coke machine, a German Shepherd.
Right, bag of balls and all that crap.
Well, they've been hesitant to do that. I'm sure that's why they didn't get Trevor Ariza. I'm sure that's why he ended up in Washington, because they wanted one of those young guys.
That's right.
They weren't giving one of those young guys up
That's
for
right,
Trevor.
and good for the Lakers for not doing that. But now if the Lakers turn around and let's say they pick up Davis, well, then they're going to empty the wallet. They're going to empty everything, and they're going to get rid of the kids anyway. And that's the bad move. I don't think the Lakers should be making those moves.
I don't either. And what they've been doing is they've been resisting. They've been waiting for these guys to hit free agency. It didn't work with Paul George. They resisted on trading for him with Indiana. He went to Oklahoma City, liked it there, and re-upped with them. So they lost a chance with Paul George. Ended up working with LeBron. But yeah, it seems like they want to get these guys in free agency. You know, one of the things the Lakers were criticized for was some of the older guys, the veterans they signed after they got LeBron. They signed Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, Rajon Rondo.
Right.
And people, there's two schools of thought. Some people have liked the fact that they got a bunch of ball handlers for LeBron, take some of the pressure off him in the second part of the year. And other people were saying that none of those guys could shoot. Right. They don't have any shooters. Because LeBron traditionally likes to play with four or five good outside shooters, and you put 2 or 3 shooters on the court with him at the same time. That's normally how it works for LeBron. Right. This Laker team is set up a little differently, and you saw yesterday they basically ran the Warriors off the court. I
think
them and had tons of fast breaks.
Right, and I agree with that, but I also look at the fact where this was where the money was, and what did the TV audience, the viewing audience, want to see? They wanted to see the alleged best player in the game come up with a W against the perennial champions.
Now, you always have to say the alleged, because I know that you don't think he's the best player in the game, and that's fine. I mean, because there are other great players in the game. It's fine if you don't think LeBron at 33 is not the best player, because he may not be anymore. But
the guy's a bulldozer. I mean, the guy runs through the lane and he runs over everybody. I like him as a player, but what I don't like is the fact that he cries a lot about stuff. He cries behind the scenes a lot about stuff, and he always pork chops. And he clears out with his elbows and his hands. Yes, he does. Watch him play. Don't shake your head over there.
He doesn't.
He absolutely
you're 100%
does.
wrong.
Oh,
no, he doesn't.
I know you're high.
No,
this guy.
I know you're high.
No, he
you're
clears
high
out
as your hat. He doesn't pork chop. I don't even know what that is. Get out of here.
Exactly. He clears everybody out, and then he looks for a foul on top, and he pushes everybody out of the way.
Well,
he's so big and strong, he doesn't have to do that, but he does it all the time.
He doesn't push people out of the way. He
clears out with his elbow and his hand all the time.
He does not. No, you're going to have to give me 10 highlight films. You're going to have to give me 10 highlight clips.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
And you know I'll do that.
Yeah, I know. That's
what I do.
So go give me 10 highlight clips of showing me LeBron clearing out. And I'll bet you.
That happens in one game.
Okay, so then go back to the Lakers game, the first half of the Lakers game yesterday, and give me 5 or 6. I'll let you give me a half dozen. Give me a half dozen highlight clips of LeBron clearing out with his elbow.
And what is it going to prove? It's going to prove that I'm right again.
No, it's going to prove that you can't find them, because it's not true.
Trust me, buddy. They are there. They are there. No, you're nuts.
You're nuts.
Have another cocktail, kid.
You're nuts.
They're pouring them. Hurry up.
Listen.
Go next door.
Stick to hockey. Basketball's not your sport. Even though you're right about that game, stick to hockey.
Stick to hockey. This guy.
Hockey's your game. Basketball, you're Even though you know your stuff, trust me, LeBron James does not clear out with his elbow.
He clears out all the time.
You're nuts.
I would invite anybody to call in. Let's see if we can get somebody to call in at 702-221-7283. 702-221-7283. Again, 702-221-7283. Call it right now. Maybe Tommy will actually pay attention to the phone.
Or you can call.
Come on, what do you got, kid?
Or you can call our station manager at 702.
Don't worry about this guy. No, the fact is, LeBron clears out, he elbows, he pork chops everybody, and he doesn't need to do it. He's big and strong. He doesn't have to do it.
You were doing fine with the basketball coverage until the last minute when you started. You were doing an excellent job. Now you have to go off the rails and start critiquing LeBron with something that doesn't matter.
Hey,
listen,
one of our loyal watchers, Angela, says, I'll take hockey over basketball. Give her a big round of applause.
There we go. Good job.
Yes.
Ask Luther.
Got a girl.
Ask Luther if LeBron clears out at every play.
Well, you just asked him because they can hear you.
So here's the thing. But you have to preface everything with you don't like LeBron. You have to say that first.
I told you as a player, I think he's very good.
You don't like him as a person.
I don't know him as a person.
You talk negatively about him often.
From everything that I know about him, he's passive aggressive. And I don't like that about people. I don't like passive-aggressive people. How do you know?
How do you know he is?
Because that's what he portrays to the media.
He doesn't portray passive.
Oh, no, he portrays, look at me, I'm a great guy, and now I'm a slave. I make $34 million a year.
Oh, so you don't like his slave comment?
No, it's freaking stupid.
You don't like LeBron. It's okay.
No,
you don't have to like him.
No, he goes like the NFL owners are slave drivers or some BS like that. Okay. Shut the hell up, LeBrick.
See, it's okay. You can admit it. You have to preface what you say about him by saying, look, I don't like the guy. It's okay.
I don't know him.
Well,
what he portrays is what I don't like.
You don't like him. You don't have to know him. We're just talking here. We're not talking from actual experience of knowing the guy. We're just talking. Do you like him or not?
Hey,
no.
From what he portrays, no.
I love the guy. I think he's great. Well, I love what he portrays. I don't think he's passive aggressive. I don't think he's passive aggressive at all. And I think he's.
But LA has softened you. That's the problem. LA has softened you. You've been in LA for how many years?
Softened me.
They softened you.
Crazy. I ain't soft at all, man. Just because I like LeBron and think that he's the real deal, you're nuts.
There he goes, folks. Nuts. He's upside down.
You're crazy. It's okay, though. I tell you, okay, it's okay. You don't have to like LeBron. The only basketball superstar you like is who? It's the only one guy you like.
Oh,
there's only one.
There is only one. Michael Jordan.
You like
That's it.
Michael Jordan, right?
It's Michael Jordan or bust.
Yeah, and it's like, and off the court, he's the biggest buffoon ever. But you love him.
How do you know?
He's a degenerate gambler. He's lost like billions of dollars to every golfer on the West Coast. So you love him.
And what does
Michael Jordan?
What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?
Well, what does anything got to do with anything? We're just talking here.
I know. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. What are we doing? We're doing a comedy show here, for Christ's sakes.
Talking. No, it's like. But listen, Michael Jordan is the only basketball superstar that you don't talk bad about. Everyone else, you can't stand. It's okay.
You know what we should do? Well, let's see if we can bring somebody in on camera. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, no answer from video guest. Oh, bah humbug. All right, folks, when you come on, you're going to have to pay attention because you never know. We might bring you on the show on Place Your Bet.
That'd be fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. Luther would like to come in and sit with us a couple times, too. He's a big sports fan.
Well,
he's
bring
from
him
Cleveland. He's a Clevelander. He works at the casino and a good guy, very knowledgeable.
Well, it's only going to cost him $1,000 a seat. No big deal. Well, we got to get paid here, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. We sell the third seat in
there's
the studio.
A seat right here.
That's great.
Here, Luther, there's a seat for you. It's sitting right there. It only costs you $1,000. You can sit in here, and guess who gets half of it?
Let me hold the camera for a little bit. Let me hold the camera on you a little bit. Because they're not really getting you.
Well, because you got to be careful. Don't be careful. Don't hit the finish button.
Well, I'm not hitting any button, but they're not really getting you here.
Yes. Yeah, but they're not getting me now because the cord's in the way.
No, I know.
You got to move the cord
out of the way. Get the cord out of the way.
You're being a buffoon.
Stand up and no, I'm being a buffoon. There we go.
I should kill the lights so they get the effect.
Yeah, that's Sal's Sal's
go kill the lights
holiday outfit here.
So they can see it. Hold the phone. There we go.
There he is. There's a walking Christmas tree.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. That's about right for you. A walking Christmas tree right there. That's good. That's good. Put the headset on. There you go.
Don't worry about that. There we go. Not like being in the holiday spirit.
Excellent.
All right. Now the wire's all tangled up and such. Now you've done it.
Okay, the last few minutes, can we talk about what the one team that I've been calling all year long? I've been 100% right on, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Have I been on this team or what?
You have been on it.
Have I been on this team? I know you hate it. You're like, why we always got to talk about the Steelers? Because they're one of the premier teams.
They're your childhood favorites, one of them anyway.
Yeah, one of the teams I grew up watching. And
everybody grew up watching because we had no choice.
They were the best team in the late 70s, early 80s. They were the best team. They were the most dominant sports franchise that we ever saw.
That's great if you're in your 50s.
Yes, that's what we saw. You know, I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, that was my team. Like, I loved watching the Steelers on Sunday. They didn't just beat you. They brutalized you.
All right.
When it was legal to do so.
Yeah, when they actually hit.
Now they just talk and talk and talk and talk like they all got radio shows. They just talk and talk like nonstop. The latest is they said the referee stole the game in New Orleans.
There it is.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe it's because those guys were the big losers in the grand scheme of things on this. Baltimore wins. Pittsburgh's done.
Baltimore plays Cleveland at Baltimore last game of the year. Yeah, Baltimore beats Cleveland. They win the division.
That's it. They're done.
And the only other way Pittsburgh gets in, which I don't know the odds, you might have the percentage of this, Tennessee and Indianapolis have to tie.
In a tie. Right. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, right?
No, it's not going to happen.
So they need Baker Mayfield and Cleveland to go into Baltimore and upset a red-hot Baltimore team that has the number one defense in the league.
I don't know if it's such a stretch, though. I really don't. Because Cleveland is good enough to beat more than half the teams in the league. Look, they're playing 500 ball right now.
They're 7-8-1. Yeah, they're
7-1, right? They're playing 500 ball technically.
Yes, they can. But
the over and under was 5.5. They went over with their wins, and Cleveland is playing reasonably good. And offensively, Cleveland could outmatch Baltimore 12 days a week. I don't give a damn about that.
StubHub Bowl.
Who
Did you see
cares?
that?
I don't care about that. StubHub owes money.
They destroyed.
So what? It doesn't matter.
They're good, though.
They're good, but
They're
Lamar
very good.
Jackson, let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson is now going to be facing Baker Mayfield. And remember, those guys faced off in the Heisman Trophy voting, too. And guess who won? Baker Mayfield did.
Well, Lamar Jackson won the first year.
Right. But I'm saying, but it's not so far-fetched to think that Cleveland cannot beat Baltimore. Don't be so quick to jump on Baltimore. I think they could beat them for sure. And I would really watch the unders in that game as well. I'd really keep an eye on that one. That's actually one of the games I've been keeping an eye on. If it's a particular number, then I'm going to lean towards maybe the under on that one. But it has to be the right number.
Was it flex? I love that.
Was the game flex? The game probably is
Flex, right?
Whatever.
They started later in the day, they flexed it. The NFL's got all these terms.
Well, I know. And that's like you with, no, it's progressions. I'm talking checkdowns. Like, it's progressions because Chris Collinsworth says, well, who gives a damn?
It's both.
The quarterback goes
called progression.
Whatever. The quarterback's
Where
going.
did you come up with that one? We're not even talking about that.
Because we talked about it a week or two ago. You're like, oh, no, it's called progression.
It is called progression.
Nobody gives a damn. Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, if we're talking about it, it matters. I mean, we're
No,
talking here, right?
No, it only matters because you saw it on TV. That's why.
I've been following it closely. They talk about progressions all the time.
Okay, well, let's use something that people actually
They did flex
know.
the Baltimore game.
There it is.
People know progression. Sports fans know what the term means.
Because you
it
bought
means a quarterback
into it.
going through. Bought into it.
got
It's
it.
what it is. They go through their
Remember, it was called
progressive reads.
All right, so the quarterback can't check down.
You're right.
It's the same thing. People know check down.
Captain Checkdown.
Right, exactly.
Who was that?
I like
Brody. What was that?
I don't know. I like Captain Crunch, though.
The guy from. Of course you do.
Of course, I have Captain Crunch at home. I have the Christmas Crunch.
You have every flavor of Captain Crunch.
And I have a bag of Lucky Charms, but just the charms and no Lucky. I don't need their luck.
No, okay. Just the charms?
I swear, I got them. I have to show you what it looks like. Anyway, folks, we're out of time here at Place Your Bet. And remember, make sure you go to placeyourbet.vegas. Check us out. Check out the pile of money. Check out Tommy T. And check me out as well. We got all kinds of cool background. And guess what? Pick up one of the subscriptions. You could have made $50,000 if you had bought in early. Anyway, folks, we're out of time. And we'll see you next time on Place Your Bet. So long, everyone.
5 seconds. Excellent.
All right. Schmidt's goal.
Boom. Okay.
We didn't, not one reference to Nate Schmidt today. All right, Schmidt, you're going back up there. All right, you're back up there. And that is all for today's show.
In an argument, and I'm like, we're just talking here.
Yes!
Because that's what we're doing.
I know, that's all we're doing.
Talking.
That's all we're doing. You know why? Because that's what we can do.
Yeah, and it's
All right.
It's fun.
And that's the end for today, folks.
Like LeBron.
So long, everyone.